Well, we searched high and low, but we didn't find that ice cream van, did we, Debbie? Welcome back to Crafters TV. It is time for a launch day with something so very exciting. The brand new 3-in-1 credit card dies. But before we whet your appetite with those, must quickly remind you about the Gilding Flake offer, just because it is going so quickly over on the website at the moment. We have literally just launched these, and my oh my, hundreds upon hundreds of you went for these in our wake-up call earlier. You will get the self-adhesive foam shapes included in there. You're going to get the toolkit, which has the glue, the dry ink pad, and 3 of the sponges in there, and 3 Mahoosive pots of these incredible Gilding flakes, 200 mils in each of these. You've got the Oriel, you've also got the Argent, and you've got the burnished copper. You've got the foam shapes and that toolkit. I will quickly as well, though, just share with you the colours that we have too, because these are those 50 mils in each of these in the most gorgeous array of colours. You've got the blush, and in the blush you're going to receive the rose gold, the pretty pink, and the soft rose. Hundreds of you went for each one of these in the earlier show. The Cosmic here has the outer space, the blue moon, and the starlight. There's the 3 individual colours, and there, down here, is the 3 of them used together, which is absolutely stunning. You've also got the Carnival, and in here you'll get Midnight Mauve, Deep Iris, and Lapis Blue. And then finally, this one just here, that is your patina with the Sun Glow, the Rich Copper, and the Verdigris. $14.99 or $16.95 if you want any of the additionals. Pretty much everyone went for the starter kit and the 4 additional colours earlier. You'll find all of those under the Shop the Day section over on the homepage of the website, so do head over there for that. But she is back. She is here with a brand new launch. She's very excited. It's Debby Robinson. How are you, Debbie?
I am fine. I'm not going to lie. It's a really good day here today at Crafters TV with amazing launches all day. So I know that you've been loving them because we've heard how well they're doing. I'm just going to urge you, if there's things that you really like, make sure you go over, check Shop the Day, Shop the Show, whatever which one it is that you decide to choose. You can come back and watch this. I mean, stay with us, of course, but you can come back and watch us and show you all the different things that we're going to make through this launch day show. You've already had a sneaky peek. We've seen what's been going off this morning. There is a real buzz of excitement here throughout the studio, and honestly, I just know you're going to love these dies as much as I love them. You're already loving those Gilding flakes, but honestly, so many different things that you can do with this concept. I love a good creator card. Creator card for me is exactly what it says on that tin. It creates a card instantly. But boy, oh boy, do these really create something quite sensational, because you've got the 2 dies that create 3 different designs, and bringing them all together create this one fabulous design as well. And by that, I'm going to show you these 3 cards to show you that concept. So this is using the floral frame that comes with this particular set, which is the Dragonflies. Gorgeous set.
Nice,
beautiful floral frame that I think you're going to be able to use this frame in all sorts of types of crafting. The lovely Christina has just simply used some of our nesting dies and a beautiful stamped sentiment in there with a ribbon and a little embellishment. Absolutely stunning. That's from the frame part of the die. From the central part of the die is these beautiful dragonflies. Now, these dragonflies have got a lovely liftable wing as well, so it stays connected into the cardstock. So endless possibilities, from creating apertures to shaker cards to lots of different things. That's exactly what this is. It's a beautiful shaker card in the background there, which looks absolutely glorious. So that's the frame and the dragonfly, the 2 separate dies, and 2 different, wait a minute, that way. There we go. I knew it. I was looking at it back to front, and then looking at it in my hand, I'm thinking, yeah, it's that one. That's the one.
That's exactly what I would have done as well.
I know, it's exactly so odd. Even 3 years in, or 3.5 years in on TV, I'm still the same. But honestly, absolutely fabulous. And you can see from that design, the 2 designs. However, we said it was a 3-in-1 concept. So where's the 3rd one come from? Well, bring them both to... Oh, hang on a minute.
Debbie,
have you got it?
I'm going to save you. No, I'm going to save you. So, use the background. Use a central image. Put it all together.
Yay! I've lost my sample. I don't know where it's gone. It's somewhere in there. However, cheeks have got a bit flamed. Can I just tell you, 3-in-1, absolutely fabulous. Lots of things that you can do with them as well because they're from the Creator card range. Look at what the inside of the card looks like. What about using it with other collections that we've got because they work beautifully together? This is that vintage paper pad with one of the, do you remember the interchangeable sentiment dies that we did? Along with the fabulous Creator card, and to top it all, this is why I fetched this sample out, Gilding flakes. I mean, this is a belter of a sample to show you how they're going to work for you as a crafter, how you're going to be able to use them with other things that you own in your stash. But the ability to create that 3-in-1 design, that is just using that gorgeous cake on the inside. This is just using one of the frame dies. This one is using, I mean, look at this. Can we just take a moment to appreciate
it's really
Sandy's
beautiful, isn't it?
crafting skills? Absolutely. This is why we've got her on our design team. Look at that. A work of art.
It's
absolutely
Bobby Dazzler,
beautiful.
isn't it?
You what, love?
It's a right Bobby Dazzler.
It is a Bobby Dazzler and a half. A bit of paper piecing in this one. Box making, not just for cards, but you can use it for box making as well. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm going to show you some of my take on it as well, and what you can do and the different styles of card. Because it's Creator card, any kind of card this is going to work with, but endless possibilities from those 2 dies, 3-in-1, different things that you can do with it, mind-blowing, and I absolutely love them, and I know you're loving them too, because we know we've got eyes and ears everywhere. We know you're loving them too. So I can't wait to get started with this little show, Joe.
Absolutely. Everyone else is so excited about this at home as well. Sarah Brown says, hello, Crafters TV, and Joe and everyone. I'm back for more fun with everyone. Hoping you're all doing well. Sending hugs your way from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, Sarah Brown. Jean says hi to everyone. Bethan's here as well. Laurie's in Gilbert, Arizona. Says it's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood. It's a glorious day here, actually. It's all really lovely today. Laurie's laying in bed watching. Got to get up and start a pot of coffee. Oh, I'll have one, please. Milk, no sugar. Thank you, Laurie. And Sarah says, I'm really interested to see these, as there is so many options. There really is. And I think the great thing about these is there are so many options for you when you think about all the different concepts in which you can use a Creator card, ignoring the fact that these are then a 3-in-1. So think about all the concepts you can use with a Creator card, times that by 3, and you go some way to realise the amount of different options these offer you, and I think that's what makes the value so spectacular with these. Let me take you through the different designs you've got. So you've got the celebration cake. This one here is your balloon bouquet. Then you've got the elegant fairy. This one here is the daisies and dragonflies. Then we've also got the butterfly garden and, of course, the floral peacock too. 81.55, 95.75. That goes down to 65.24 or 76.60. Now think about that. That's £11 per set as a platinum member, and you have 3 different options when it comes to how you put these together. They're available individually. They are also available on a 2-for as well, so you can get 2 for £30 or $35, but almost everyone going for that full collection. I think if you can stretch to it, you're going to absolutely adore the amount of different options that these give you. If you have got any questions whatsoever, please get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube, and I'd say I'll answer them, but I won't, will I? I'll ask Debbie, and she'll tell me the answer. That's because I'm just the servant. I'm just the mule for the questions for our Debbie. That's all I am. But I know, Debbie, you've got loads to squeeze in, haven't you, in this show? So where would you like to kick things off?
Well, yeah, because I want to try and get some gilding flakes in there as well. Just saying, we've been asking that question, can we bring them into the show? Producer Georgina said yes, so I'm going to be showing you some of those as well. But we are going to concentrate on these fabulous die concepts. I honestly want you to totally appreciate the engineering that's gone behind these dies, but not only that, the craftability that you're going to get out of them. I know what I've been able to create with them because I've been working on them. If you follow me, you know that I'll be making yesterday, launching them down there. There's just so many endless possibilities with them, and they truly are a great set of dice to have in your crafty stash, whether you're going for one set or whether you're going for the whole bundle, because they offer you the same thing. It's just the different designs that we've got there, but the same concept behind it is that you get these 2 dies. Now I'm going to show you the packaging first so you can actually see the 3 concepts of it all. So it comes to you in the 2 die form of the 2 dies. The lovely thing about it is that we haven't put an outside cutting edge on there. Sorry for that noise there. We haven't put an outside cutting edge on, which means you can use that to create a outside border frame design, which looks beautiful.
I guess it's quite easy to turn it into a frame if you want to just get your guillotine involved, Debbie.
Get your guillotine. Do you know what else you could do? think about all your nesting dies that you own in your collection as well, and you can add those to your nest. So that could be a lovely nested die in the centre of there, and just use that gorgeous frame on its own, which I just think is absolutely incredible. So that's the lovely design which created from that die. When we're bringing in the second die, which is this lovely, and this, again, the butterflies and the dragonflies have got this lovely lift-off factor. So for me, this die is absolutely fabulous, and I think that you're going to use this in so many different ways. And again, because it hasn't got that outside cutting edge, it cuts directly into the cardstock to create a central focal design. So therein, straight away, you've got two different designs from those two dies. But when you combine the both together, so that means when you put them both together, it creates this beautiful, collective, gorgeous floral design.
I bet those centerpieces would foil beautifully as well,
Do you know, honestly, you'll be able to use these on your foil press machines as well. So you know Craig talks about it, and he does it a lot of those techniques with it. Absolutely, you can do that as well. However, what about your gilding flakes? Oh. And, you know, adding a little touch of that to it, maybe die cutting that and lifting the wings and putting gilding flakes on and adding that little element, a bit similar, not dissimilar, not too far away from what...
Gorgeous,
and I don't know who's designed this because the label's fallen off, but this is just absolutely fabulous. And they've used the gilding flakes there to create that beautiful feature on those butterflies and on the centre of a card as well. So what I'm going to do is, I've taken some of our multi-purpose white cardstock, and I've actually measured this, again, 11 inches by 7 inches. And you know, pretty similar to what I did on that, if you watch the wake up call this morning, it's a bit like a reversed easel, I'm doing it again, gatefold. But I'm going to do a slightly different twist on this one. So I am going to show you that it fits in. This is a big die, 5 by 7. 5 by 7, Joe. Just take a moment to appreciate the size of that. 5 by 7 is absolutely amazing size.
Just to say, Debbie, it is so busy over on the website at the moment.
Really?
Yes, we will get to each and every one of you, but it is colossally busy over there at the moment on this launch and those gilding flakes. I am worried about how long those gilding flakes are going to hang around for, Debbie, at this point. Hundreds of you went for them in the wake-up call alone. Exceptionally busy now as well. There's going to be a lot of very fabulous, very shiny projects completed out there, I think, Debbie.
Oh, my days. Well, you know, I've talked about it, and I'm not going to say it again, but I genuinely have been saying, can we have some gilding flakes in our stash?
I didn't realise they would be this fabulous, though.
Oh, I knew. I mean, me and Craig, we both cut from the same cloth sometimes when it comes to crafting. Jan included. I know Debbie's excited. I know Corinne is. Everyone on the team, Michelle, Lily, everyone's all excited about these. We've been wanting something like this. We've had to go out and buy other products from other companies, which is fine. That's what you can do. But as a crafter who loves, and I mean, cut me in half, cut Debbie in half, cut Craig in half, we've got purple blood running through our veins. And I want to be able to use them with our products, with our products. So we now have got this absolutely fabulous brand. And another thing about those gilding flakes is separate colours. So we have got that gold, we've got that copper, we've got that silver. Then you've got all those other colours that you can use. And for me,
you could become your own gilding flake mixologist, can't you, Debbie?
Honestly,
make your own
exactly. I just genuinely am so chuffed that we have finally got our own gilding flakes to our brand, and I know you're loving them as much as we are, and honestly, I can't wait to see all the shiny things that you're going to create with them.
Shiny!
Now, this die set has got some lovely features to it as well, so it's got some embossed features. Now, I know that I can see that that's cut out beautifully, so what I'm going to show you is, I've just turned it round and taken off the top plate. I'm going to pop on my rubber embossing mat onto the top, but I'm just going to lift my plastic shim up and removing the magnetic shim. I'm going to pop that down back onto there, and then I'm going to bring this through. Wait a minute, get rid of all my little bits off there. I'm going to bring that through, and I'm going to emboss this detail now. Now, you can do this just simply by that one die cut, and you'll still get a little bit of the embossing detail coming through because this is a powerful machine. However, to get more defined embossing in that embossing design that's in the die as well as the die cut, use your rubber embossing mat to get a more definition of embossing with it. And I promise you, it's well worth it.
Not just a 3-in-1 in the different things that you can do with them, but a 3-in-1 in their design as well, because you can cut with them, you can emboss with them, and then you can ink through them as well.
Through them as
They're
well.
so versatile.
So versatile, they really are. And I'm just looking for yeah, there we go, my poke tool, because I just realised I didn't take my tape off. However, there's no harm done there because I did it and flip reversed it on the inside of the die, so I think I've got away with that one. But, well, you know, do as I said this morning, not as I'm doing right now, is what I'm going to say. But again, and that's just because it is a strong, strong machine. It's a super strong machine. And again, it's literally, there we are, there we go. I've picked it all off. Whew! And then I'm just going to lift off my dragonfly design.
Look at
and
that
then I'm going to lift
detail.
off the beautiful frame design. And I'm just going to put those back on the sheet because I am going to come back and use it, but I just need to clear out all my little pieces. So let me find my die cleaning brush.
I think you can really see the difference, can't you, between it die cut and then it die cut and embossed?
Yes,
It really does make a difference.
Because all on here, especially if you're using things like Centura Pearl or pearlescent cardstock, you'll see even more. When you use your inks and you go over, so if you're cutting this out and then using your gilding
Polishes?
gilding flakes on the brain, gilding waxes and things like that, you've got all that added detail by just doing that little embossed feature, and it's well worth doing it. Like in the centre of the flowers, the raised flower head, just absolutely fabulous. So I'm just going to carry on doing this though, Jo. I just need to get rid of all my little pieces. Like so. So if you want to be reading, is there any comments? What are people loving? Have they got a particular design? Let Jo know in the comments. Let us know what you're looking forward to seeing. Any prep, anything that you'd like to see done with them as well. Let us know. Let us know. So I'm just going to literally take these pieces out. Now I'm going to get my pokey tools because I'm not going to try and rub my brush over there because I've got this liftable factor with the wings, which I adore. I think I might have to do something with the gilding flakes though with this one. Absolutely gorgeous.
So many people saying hi, Debbie, and letting us know what they're shopping for. Thea says, I just ordered the carnival selection of the gilding flakes to go with my masquerade collection. We said about that earlier, didn't we, and how those two really would work together beautifully. Michelle's so excited to get the gilding flakes, missed them on HSN. Emma says, hello everyone, and Jo, and Debbie. Hello, Emma. Laurie says, these are absolutely awesome, these new dies. Eleanor is loving the dragonflies, and Diane says, I watch, I get inspired, I order, wait, I'm so excited, it gets here, I open the box, and then I go blank. I talk about overload, my brain just can't handle it. Well, the good thing is, Debbie, isn't it, with all of our shows here at Crafters TV, if you get them home, you have a bit of a mind blank. It doesn't matter, you can come back and watch this back anytime you like. What a lot of people do, Debbie, which I think is a really good idea, is make a note of the date and the time of the show when they place their order. So then when their product arrives, you can come straight back, watch this 2 hours back, get really inspired and then start creating.
What a good idea. Never even thought of that, Jo. Never thought of that.
It wasn't my idea, I've stolen that one.
Right, poking aside done, lift up those lovely wings. Even in white cardstock, it looks beautiful. It really does. And that's when you can take inks to it, you can colour it in, you can do a bit of paper piecing. The hold and release sheets that we did with the paper piecing dies are going to work beautifully in this collection because those release sheets are just fabulous for any die cutting, to be fair, to create that lovely... Have I seen another piece there? I thought I'm going to make Jo. Just seen another bit. Just get that bit out there. But yeah, any of those kind of techniques you're going to be able to do with it. I'm going to bring in some Knitwit Kindly Thoughts. I've actually gone for some of the papers as well to decorate the side panels. This is from that Kindly Thoughts 12 by 12 paper pad. This is from the pearlescent paper pad. And I'm just going to bring my die back in, my frame die, not me oh, Debbie, I can't even pick it up now. Come here. Come on, girl. There we go. I'm going with my lovely frame. So I'm going to pop that back on. And I've measured it to 5 by 7 perfectly. Because I want that to cut out the frame piece. And I'll explain why in a second. So I'm just going to run this through my die cutting machine. Need to make sure it stays put though and doesn't shift anywhere. So again, low tack tape, best friend when it comes to these sorts of dies. And I'm going to just hold it in the centre bit as well. And we're going to run that through the machine. And it is a thin metal die, so it should... Don't know why I've got it on such a Katie corner thing there. Let me just lift that up for a second. I didn't realise it was nearly hanging over me plate there. But yeah, so it's a thin metal die combination, so we're going to pop our plastic shim on. If you ever wonder what we do, because, in the booklet it does tell you the other opposite end, but I like to see where I'm cutting, so I always die cut down into my plastic plate, or the cutting plate. Plastic shim, magnetic shim, and then the other cutting plate. Now, someone asked me the other day, she said, do you always talk to yourself about the plates? And the answer to that question is yes, because sometimes brain doesn't think, and I have to remind myself precisely that, George. I have to remind myself the combination sometimes, because if I'm, you know, daydreaming or watching something, because I'm always doing a lot of watching, I'm like Craig, we have my iPad in my craft room and I'm sat there watching and working at the same time, but my mind can drift a little bit if I forget. So if I say it out loud, I never go wrong. And that's why I do it all the time. I'm not going to make no apologies for it either, because it works for me. You'll find a way that works for you.
Absolutely, and I think that's what it's all about. That's what crafting's all about, really, isn't it? You know, or, you know, we all talk about the way we do things, Debbie,
Yep.
but everyone has their own way of doing it. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes with crafting, I think you can become so fixated on creating something that's beautiful at the end, but it's also the actual process of the creation is sometimes as much fun, isn't it, as, you know, the payoff at the end.
Yep, absolutely. Now, look at that frame. Just cut out in that pearlescent cardstock. Oh, my days. Do you know what I'm thinking? Stencil. So use that as a stencil and have a stencil frame there. That's what I'm thinking.
Here he goes again.
Is that it again?
Gorgeous George. It's going to be demo of the day, he's saying.
George, bless him. Now, I've got two pieces. You're probably thinking, well, what are you going to do with that, Debbie? However, I'll show you in a moment. First of all, I'm just going to, and I'm going to keep this demo pretty clean and simple in terms of I'm not adding too much to it, because, you know, at the end of the day, crafting is, it's one of those things you can either throw everything but the kitchen sink at it, which is what I often do, or you can keep it nice, clean and simple and let the dies do the talking, because these dies are absolutely beautiful. I mean, what really extra do you need to add to that? Maybe a bit of ink, maybe a bit of the gilding flakes over the edges. Oh, the colours that are in those colour packs, they would match some of this colour tones that are in the Kindly Thoughts paper as well. Not sure if the Kindly Thoughts is on the show, but you can go and check it out over on the website. Was it on yesterday?
It was yesterday, Monday Makers, I believe.
Our producer, Georgina, she's red hot with knowing that. Was she here yesterday?
I'm just taking this information verbatim from Georgina. She's giving me the answers and they're coming out of my mouth, Debbie. So I hope they are correct. If they're not, you can email her, Georgina. No, I'm joking.
And there we go. So I've just popped my little strips on, which again looks really lovely. I've got myself a little ribbon that I'm going to add to it as well. I've got myself a little sentiment too. And this is going to be added all on, and I've just matched it up with the matching papers. But that lovely frame, I'm going to sit at the back of the card. Now, because I've cut it out with the frame, I can either match it directly over there, or I can give it, which I'm going to do, a bit of a drop shadow. So it creates a little bit of a drop shadow behind the back, but also gives me some solids behind the back of there as well. And that's the beauty of these. There's so much you can do with them. For that, though, I'm going to pop my tape just onto the back like so. And I'm going to use my dotty tape pen over those filigree parts. And obviously, for the reason being, I don't want any glue seeping through my main design. So I'm going to pop that all the way around. Isn't it gorgeous, this paper pad?
Really stunning,
I fell in love with that Knitwit collection, that Kindly Thoughts, instantly. The colour tones in it, although to be fair, my goodness me, we are bringing out some stonking paper pads at the minute. Whew, absolutely stunning, they really are. So again, I'm just going to drop shadow it slightly. So I'm just, before I stick it down and commit, I'm just going to make sure I've got that little bit of effect running through the back. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Go over that. Obviously, I've lifted my little wings on my dragonfly up there, like so. So just turn that back over. Yeah, perfect. And then literally give those a little lift. I'm just going to add, oh, now a bit of foam pads. Let me find some foam pads, Joe. Yep, I'll bring these out.
The lovely Lisa Glenn is moving back to the US from the UK, Debbie. She says...
Can I tell you?
What?
Is that Lisa Glenn?
Yeah.
I met her.
Did you?
I did. Yes.
Where?
So I went to Chesterfield on Saturday.
Oh, I saw the pictures. You look like you had a lovely time.
I went to Sarah's book signing. Well, that's where my crafting journey started, at Chesterfield. And it always feels like home. Both myself and Jan, that's where our crafters' companion journey started back in 2016, would you believe? So it's coming up to 6 years, and I went to the book signing, and I wanted to go and say hello to them. I didn't tell them where we were going, so I just surprised them all. And I got to meet lovely Lisa. Oh my God, she's so sweet. She's the lady behind the sweets.
Yes, you sent us all the sweets.
Oh yeah. So I'm not going to say any more. But she's over here just for a few more days, and then she's going...
Yeah, she's going back. She's messaged to say, the movers come tomorrow. Where did the time go? Bittersweet. Love the UK and the friends I've made through Crafters Companion. Even the ones I haven't met yet in person. At least I can keep watching from the US. Absolutely, yes.
She is the sweetest, loveliest lady.
She said
I can't remember her friend's name. I'm really so sorry.
US sweets, didn't she?
Yes. I forgot the lovely lady that she was with. I forgot her name.
Me and George with those peanut butter cups. Honestly,
you were little devils.
We were like truffle pigs at the back.
I told her. I told her. I said to her, we barely got a look in with those sweets because you and George were over them. I didn't even know they were there. And I tried to get him to part with. You know, like me, I would give my last Rolo to you, to Ben, to George. I would give that to George. He wouldn't give it me. He hogged it all, so I never got one. But yeah, the peanut
It was a bad week for me and George that week, wasn't it, George? It was a really bad week that week. But
I'm not
on
about that Lisa. George in my ear, George. I'm on about George Akid, George.
Oh, George Akid.
George Akid, he was not letting go of those, let me tell you. But yeah, it's just, honestly, it was so lovely. And it was lovely to meet so many lovely people on Saturday. And of course, obviously, I had to go and get my book. I had to go and buy my book. I love autobiographies.
I've got my book. It came just before, I had it pre-ordered months ago. I've forgotten to bring it in with me, though. I was going to get it signed today.
Well, I got mine signed. She were going to write Debbie IE, as in a joke. She says, because she knows it's one. Not me pet it, but people forget that I'm Debbie Y, D-E-B-B-Y. Debbie Fisher is Debbie I-E.
Yes.
I am Debbie with a Y. And she was going to do it as a joke. I went, don't you dare. I'm like, so she put what am I like in mine. What is she like? But oh, my days. Look how gorgeous that looks with that little bit of a drop shadow in the background. And when I said I kept it clean and simple, I have literally kept it cut out into white cards. I've put the back panel of the frame behind the back just to create a bit of a drop shadow and also give you a little bit of rigidity.
Yeah, I think it actually makes the back of the card look really neat and tidy as well, doesn't it?
Well, just to know when you're thinking, maybe popped a little sentiment in the middle or something like that when you want to write on these kind of style cards, because it's a bit difficult, because where would you write? You could write down the panels there, but what you could do is put yourself a nesting die out there and a little space to do your little message. But again, I adore these dies. The capability, the craftability, 3-in-1 design from 2 dies just blows my mind every single time, and I absolutely adore them, as I know you are loving them too.
Yeah, they really are. It's so incredibly busy over on the website for these. Just talking about watching shows back, Laurie says, you aren't alone. I like to look back at the samples on the show or the website and duplicate them. It gets me familiar with a new product. Then my own ideas start brewing from there. Really great way of thinking about it. Laurie says, I'm really loving that blue and yellow colour tone as well. Let me take you back through then the 6 brand new designs that you have got. They are a true 3-in-1 because you've got 3 different ways of putting these together. You can obviously have the outside detailing, the frame, the central part. I think they both look beautiful in their own right, but look what happens when you bring the whole thing together. It looks truly exquisite. I actually think, do you know what, something like that, Debbie, with this piece of black card, with a very simple colour wash in the background, could look very classy. I think if you had to batch make and make a load of cards with these, you could do so very quickly. And that, of course, is the joy of the Create Card range. This one here is your celebration cake. You've then got balloon bouquet. You've got the elegant fairy, daisies and dragonflies, which I absolutely love. You've got the butterfly garden as well. And you've then got this one here, which is your floral peacock there too. 81.55, 95.75. That is a 20% saving for you, which is awesome. But then the other great thing is you've got that discount. Remember, if you're a first-time customer, a platinum customer, 65.24 or 76.60. Which, when you break that down, that platinum price, it's what, £11 per set. But you've got sort of 3 different dies within there because you've got the ability to interchange them, which is amazing. Let me show you the concept suite because I think that really will show you, or give you an idea of the different ideas that you can create with these. A box, I know our Debbie loves a box, but you've got them here, just a central part using 2 panels and then the outer edge using the other 2 panels. Going to be brilliant for using on the inside of your cards. as well as the outside of your cards, and you can see that just there. You've then got this one just here, which is your shaker card. Love a shaker card. Love a star book as well. Look at how effective that is with, you can use the panel, you can also use a central element or both elements together. It really is up to you. Fantastic on the front of a box too, another great way of using it. I've got some other ideas over here too. How about on a dome front card? We've also got a very simple side stepper card. Really effective there with that one. Things like bags are also going to work beautifully. That's just a central panel that's been used there. And with the peacock here, just in cutting the black and white, using the two together as a bridge card, really, really awesome. It is so incredibly busy over on the website for these at the moment. It is the first chance you've had to get your hands on them here at Crafters TV. So absolutely snap them up. Take advantage of that Club Inspire discount. But the other thing I need to just let you know, I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out in a moment because it is exceptionally busy. The Gilding flakes must come back and touch on these again. There you can see everything you're getting. You're getting 200 mils of each of the Oriel, the Argent, and the burnished copper. We've given you the sort of super size here. This is 4 times the size of the regular size pot. So the reason we've given you the super size here is because we know these are going to be the ones that you are going to use the absolute most, and they look gorgeous. You are getting the foam shapes included, so you're going to get 39 of the swirls and flourish and 57 of the nature assortment within it. Just look at how they shine. It really is gorgeous. I also love the fact that we've done this as well, which is your toolkit, and in here you're going to get the sticky glue. You're also going to get the dry foam pad and 3 of the sponges. So they're going to allow you to apply these beautifully. What you can then also go for, everyone is pretty much going for that collection and then all of the upsells. These are the extra ones that we have for you, extra colours. These are in their 50ml pots just here. Let me take you through what you're getting. So this one is the blush. You can go for this. They're all $14.99 or $16.95. That gives you rose gold, pretty pink, and the soft rose as well. This one here is your cosmic. That gives you the outer space, the blue moon, and the starlight. You've got Carnival, absolutely glorious colour palette, that one. Midnight Mauve, Deep Iris, and the Lapis Blue. And finally, you've got the Patina, which is the Sun Glow, the Rich Copper, and the Verdigris as well. Very busy on those. A lot of you going for all of those and multi-ordering there. If you are going for all of them, including the starter kit, look at all the amazing colours that you are going to receive. I mean, they are absolutely spectacular. I can see why we've been so busy on these already today. The other thing that you might want to go for, which will work beautifully with them, is the foam sheets. Now, the foam sheets are great because you can die cut shapes from these and then actually use it to adhere your Gilding flakes directly onto there, which would be a great way to go. Individually, $7.99 or $11.99 gets you 5 foam sheets in there. These are absolutely stunning, Debbie, aren't they?
Yeah, and I mean, absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and grab some more samples for later on because, can I just say, I think these sold out on HSN within record time.
Yes, a lot of people are saying that they couldn't get them after about 4 past midnight.
So what I'm going to ask is the lovely team that have been looking after Sarah over on the NHS side is to see if they've got any more samples using the Gilding flakes so we can get hold of them. Did I say?
You said NHS.
Did I?
That's a lovely thing at the NHS that have been looking after Sarah.
You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant.
That's a classic. I love that. I've never heard that before.
So, I'm so sorry. So I'm going to ask the team to see if they can get me some more samples because I want you to see the scope of things that you can do with these. They're absolutely brilliant. Now, honestly, if you've got a crafty friend that tried to get them on HSN and couldn't get them because he sold out in record time,
let them know,
do them a
indeed.
favour, tell them to come over here and have a little look. They don't even have to watch the whole show if they don't want to. They can just come over and find them on the website so you can see and get all of the colours because we've still got loads in stock. Oh, I love my gorgeous little Liam. It's just absolutely, oh, you little darling. So because they've sold out, I've got a nice... Well,
you got 2
this
piles.
is like 2 big piles.
Oh gosh, we're going to be here for some time.
Let me just move those. You might have seen those already. But I want you to come and have a look at the kind of things that you can be doing with your Gilding flakes. Now, I absolutely love this. You can put them onto lots of surfaces. These are some MDF shapes. This is the glue, the liquid glue around the edges. And I mean, just literally dropped on and then adding those Gilding flakes to them. What about box making and adding things? Look at that. That is absolutely stunning and doing your box shapes, sorry, not box shapes, box sides as well. What about backdrops to things that you may already own, the outline dies, but look
Absolutely
how gorgeous that looks on one of those, what were they called those?
They were the stained glass window
Stained
dies.
glass windows, yeah, because I've got a couple of samples here to show you that kind of effect that you can create using these. Now these are, I mean, these are some of the things that you may already own. That was one of those gorgeous creator cards that we did, those really big creator cards, which are absolutely stunning. Oh my God, I've just seen one. Oh,
wow.
Oh,
from the
my
collection.
goodness. That is from the Hummingbird collection. That's that beautiful, beautiful die using those carnival colours. Oh, my goodness me. These are stunning. Oh, I say. Look at that. That is beautiful. Creating lots of technique. Oh. Look at that on that butterfly die cut. How stunning is that as well? Things that you might have got. These are the latest easel, shaped easel cards.
Shaped easel cards.
Yeah, absolutely. What about this one's I love that. That is from the shape foams. Those are those shape foams there. And then touching it up with your embossing folder, that's the word I'm looking for.
And is that a glue pen that's gone around there, do you think?
Yes, so you can use and there's plenty of glue pens. Please be aware, we will be getting some glue pens arriving here, and I think it's around the end of May, beginning of June, so just keep your eyes peeled for those. But there are other tongue back in, Debbie, tongue back in. Teeth back in, I mean, not tongue.
Someone's getting a bit giddy, aren't they?
I think I've had too many
Someone's
coffees.
getting a bit giddy. Too much exposure to gilding flakes is what causes this.
I think it is. I think I'm getting too overexcited about these because honestly, they're absolutely beautiful. Look at this technique that Nicole's done for us. This is using your wet glue over the embossing area, and I'm going to do a technique like that later on our launch party. But what about simple matting and layering? Just taking your tape pens or your tape glue around the edges. What about your die cut elements? Honestly, these are sensational. Oh my days, I have to show you this one. These samples are beautiful. Oh my goodness me. Take your flower cut dies. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, but that has just really caught my breath. They are absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at that with the penny sliders. Nicola,
cute.
That's a gorgeous one. Again, what about just splodging your glue in the background or using your stencils and then adding that over there? Now, honestly, it is like Christmas Day, let me just tell you. Look at that one with that beautiful carnival colour. And we did say...
With the masquerade we spoke about, didn't we?
Look at that sentiment there. That is easy to create that, very easy to create that. Again,
that is amazing.
I'm just going to show you the few so you can see. Look at this, with your inks, I'm just adding, oh my, oh, that's the autumn blessing stencil.
Debbie,
I'm so sorry, I'm going to put them down.
Do you want to have a little sit down for a moment? I'm just worried that,
I do.
Hyperventilating looking at the gilding flake. It is so incredible to see Debbie so excited. And everyone is so excited. We are so incredibly busy over on the website at the moment, amongst that brand new launch with our creator cards and those incredible gilding flakes. There's a lot of very full baskets, and a lot of you are waiting for an opportunity to check out. So I'm going to give you that just now. So whilst you get yourself checked out, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Take all the hard work out of patchwork with the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. This innovative collection of multimedia dies allows you to create patchwork blocks with ease and total accuracy. This set includes 18 dies to cut a range of shapes and sizes for patchwork or quilting projects. They can cut multiple layers of fabric at once. They include an accurate 1/4-inch seam allowance, plus all of your pieces are cut exactly the same size every time. Follow your own creative inspiration or look through the 20 patterns laid out in the guide. Not enough? There's an additional 60 patterns online. And right now, we have amazing offers on the Gemini Build-A-Block Patchwork System. Quick Buy, get yours now.
Very, very busy on everything you've seen in the show so far. Sandra asks what sort of glue can be used that we can buy bottles of. I think the plan is in future to bring you larger containers of the glue which is in the starter kit or the toolkit. If you want to get an extra one of the toolkits, you can. That is, I think it's $4.99 or $6.95. I will double check. It is $4.99, $6.95. So if you want to get an extra bottle, you can. You can use the tacky glue, Debbie said earlier, but you do just have to give it a good while to get properly tacky. You can use your red liner tape, you can use your tape pens as well. There's so much love coming in for everything on the show. Lol, Debbie, the Gilding Flakes have sent Debbie Giddy. They have sent Debbie Giddy. Sherry says, I have window valances. Sorry, I lost the messages there. I have window valances that match the yellow roses with the blue, one of my favourite patterns and colour combos. So bright and cheery, talking about Debbie's last project. Sherry says she's more excited than when she launched the butterfly collection. She's so sweet, gets so excited when she's passionate about something. She loves these. Debbie, that excited, they've had to cut to the adverts. Absolutely. Lilia says, hello everyone, so many lovely things on the show today. Bethan says, love how excited Debbie is. Will be with all of us when we get the Gilding Flakes home. There is also, I know Debbie spoke about it a lot earlier as well, the amount of different mediums that you can use these on. Actually, we've got a little clip of Sarah. She did something quite fabulous that you could display at home. Take a look at this. Absolutely stunning. So many different things that you can use them for, so many different mediums that they can be applied onto as well. Very, very busy on the Gilding Flakes, very busy also on that brand new 3-in-1 Creator Card die. So many of you checking out now. I'm just going to remind you actually what exactly you are getting included within that brand new launch on the Creator Cards. So you've got your celebration cake, which is this one just here, absolutely stunning. You also have the balloon bouquet there. You will get also the elegant fairy. You've got the daisies and dragonflies, the butterfly garden, and also the floral peacock. Remember, each one can be used in 3 clear, distinct, different ways. You can either have that background, you can have the center point, or you can bring the whole thing in together. There are so many different ways that you can use this. Right, 81.55, 95.75, great saving for you. Everyone using that Club Inspired discount too here. I know you're going to absolutely love these. Debbie, what would you like to take us through next?
Oh, I love the cake.
Me too. I love cake. I love cake.
I absolutely love cake. hence the curved
Did
shape.
you see the chocolate cake today? I've so far held off.
I have so far held off as well.
There might be an IOU going at
I've gone
some
home by
point.
now, so I've been left. I've moved away from the cake because I adore cake. Carrot cake being my favourite, but this celebration cake is absolutely exquisite. And again, lots and lots of things that you can do with it. You've got the ability to create different things. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've pinched an idea from Sarah because I saw Sarah do something similar and I fell in love with this. So for me, I am going to use these two now in the two different ways that we talked about. So I'm going to cut my wedding cake into some Centura pearl. And then I'm going to use this into the top of a box lid. I saw her do it, I got blown away, I thought I need to repeat it because it's absolutely stunning, it really, really is. And again, it's showing you that concept of how you can use these dies to their full potential in that 3-in-1 design that offers you multitudes of ways. You've already seen me use two of them together, and it's beautiful together, Jo. It's absolutely stunning together. But equally, these works, they're so lovely on their own as well. Now, I'm just looking for my small plates because I've put them down again.
Might be
Here
great
they
little
are.
size, maybe a great size for a tag as well, just the inner part. On it.
Yeah, yeah, and the fact of the matter is that we've not put an outside cutting edge onto them, so it means that you can cut into things, so light up boxes and all those kind of things. Oh, it's just going to work a treat. You'll be pleased to know I've steered clear of light up box today.
Have you? Well,
yes.
I was waiting for a light up box.
I
I'm a
knew
bit
you were,
disappointed.
yeah, because I normally do, but I thought, no, you've seen me do enough of those at the time being. I might just put it into a little bit of semi-retirement.
Okay.
But again, you can be doing it in boxes. And the fact is, and I'm thinking if I did get the craft along, that maybe, you know, you could cut one panel using the frame, one panel cutting in with the design, one panel using the frame, one panel cutting in the design. That would look sensational
Nice.
because it keeps a solid base with a beautiful frame decorative element, and then inside you've got that gorgeous cutting panel. So absolutely stunning, Jo. I love these. Genuinely, hand on heart, there isn't anything that I don't. In fact, all of the designs I think are absolutely exquisite as well. They're just so beautiful. They really, truly are absolutely sensational dies, offering you as a crafter, and that's what I love, a ton of different ways that you can use them. And that for me is a big yes, please, to my
at
crafting. I know, honestly, is just exquisite. And bearing in mind, you know, to create that extra oomph, you need to use your purple shim. And again, keep your die in there, run that through, and again, I'm just poking out on my little bits there, Jo, while I'm trying to talk at the same time. You get this lovely embossed feature, but look how gorgeous that looks. And I'm just going to sit it alongside. Let me just bring in my box lid for a second. Like so. So you can see that beautiful, beautiful design. It's absolutely gorgeous. Good enough to eat. Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Good enough to eat? Cake? You didn't get it, did you? Good enough to eat, Jo.
Oh, good enough to eat. Sorry. You know I'm deaf as a post, Debbie. I have to really concentrate, and sometimes I was like, huh?
It's all right,
Don't ask me
Jo.
a question about what you just said because I didn't hear it.
Now, I said I was going to use this into...
I was actually looking right at you as well and still couldn't hear it.
Oh, I'm dropping my flakes, Jo. I'm dropping my flakes. I'm not having that dropping on floor. I've cut myself a box to size. Now, I've made this into, and I'll give you the measurements of this. This is actually a 9x7 box, and I've scored it in 1 inch all the way around on the box lid side and 1 inch all the way around on the box base side,
Okey-doke.
because I want a nice snug box. Normally I do like thicker bases and thinner tops, or you know, the other way around. It's entirely up to you, but I wanted a same size one, a nice snug fit. That's my base, so I'm going to move that to one side, because what I'm going to concentrate now is that 2-in-1 feature. And the reason I've chose that particular style of card is because, again, this actually goes down to a 5x7 box. Imagine making your boxes and then putting cards inside, you know, if you're making to sell, and you can match.
Matching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that would work, honestly, it's just worked like a dream. So again, I'm just going to pop that onto there. Come on, tape, don't let me down. Hold it into place, and then we're going to run it through our die cutting machine. So this is the second feature that you can do with it. And that's what I wanted to show you. I want to show you the ways that you can use them separately, together, individually, together, one piece on its own, one piece, another design on its own, the central part on its own. There's lots and lots of ways that you can use them, and then you've got all those gorgeous designs, the dragonflies, the butterflies, the cake, the balloons, the peacock. Have I missed one? I might have missed one.
The
there.
fairy.
The fairy! How could I forget the fairy? She's so gorgeous. She's absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to do that design again where we're going to pop in there the purple shim so I can show you. Pop that over the top. So I've got my cutting plate, plastic shim, my die now facing upwards with the blade facing upwards into the purple shim for it to bounce into and give that lovely embossed detail. So that's why you pop it there. Please don't worry, it will not die cut into that because that purple shim is a thin rubber shim and it's been designed to work, engineered perfectly to work with all your die cut pieces that have got the extra embossing detail. And these dies have got that in there. And for me, doing this little bit really makes a difference in getting that extra embossed detail. And if I just show you what I mean, let me bring in my cake design and I'm just going to see, let's give it a clean. You can see all these lovely, delicate, intricate pieces, but can you see the crisscrosses? And can you see the leaves?
Beautiful,
so it's got an
yeah.
outer cutting edge, but inside there's an open space that hasn't got a raised element. That's the embossed detail. So if I just bring this back in for a second to show you, what you get on your cardstock is that embossed detail. So the crisscross is running through there. Can I come in close? See if I can. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I can see that, Debbie.
And by running your purple shim, can you even see on the leaf? Look at the leaf design.
Yeah, I can see how it's sculpted, hasn't it, around the cut lines.
And that's the difference of using your purple shim. So whenever we say to you is that sometimes you don't need to because, you know, it's been designed to work either way. Sometimes it's worth doing it, Joe, because it gives you that extra detail in terms of embossing. So it's worth doing. Oh, I've done it again, Joe. Do as I say, not as I do. I've left my tape on. Oh, we'll see if we can get it off without doing too much damage. It's just because when it embosses in, it can emboss the detail of the tape, and you don't want that on your design, which is why the last thing you want is to see you want to see an extra little bit of a tape there just on there. So that's why we always recommend it as well. I'm just going to give that a light tap, she says. Nearly knocked it through. Next one. Oh,
I did like to say.
I know, I was a little bit hard there, but I did tap it on the flat
Debbie.
side. You what, love?
You don't know your own strength.
I know, sometimes I don't, Joe, but can you see that gorgeous detail? And especially all that gorgeous crisscross. Again, perfect for things like when you want to colour, so I could add little details onto there. I mean, I'm not personally going to because I'm going to be adding over a little element and using the two together. But you can even see the detail and the outline of the cake there in the centre, which for me is just exquisite. So again, I'm just going to bring in now, I'm going to re-put my score lines in. And let's just make sure I've got those. Oh, look, I've got a little flourish there from the design. So again, I can just pop that together. And I'm just going to reinforce my score lines.
Any questions you've got about anything in the show, as always, you know, get them into me. We are here. We're truly interactive here at Crafters TV, which I think really sets us apart, doesn't it, Debbie? You know, you can get in touch at any point and we'll always answer any of your questions, honestly and openly. So Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you are on YouTube, drop those questions over. Eleanor says, I have to get the colour gilding flakes. They are so pretty. I can't wait to use them. Can we use the dotty tape pen to create rainbow gilding dotty cards? Oh,
well, we could try it. I've not tried it yet. Do you know what? I've not tried it, but I think we might try that later. Absolutely.
Right. We should try it in this show.
We can do, yeah. We can give it a go and see what that looks like. Yeah, absolutely. Now, all I've done is I've added some of our gorgeous copper-coloured glitter cardstock, and I'm just adding that to the back of there. So I'm just going to make sure, though, that I've trimmed it down to size, because I know what I'm like. And I want to make sure my box, I'm just going to trim a little bit off. I'm just going to bring my guillotine in for a second.
Kathy says as well, hello everyone, hello Debbie, Joe and the CTV crew. And Neve says you could use that cutout as a stencil. Cut it maybe into some heavyweight acetate. Another great way of using these.
Absolutely, and I would always say that to you. Absolutely do that. Get yourself a piece, cut that frame out into some acetate. Use your metal shim, you will have to use your metal shim, Joe, but what it does is creates a stencil for you that you can then stick into your die set and you come to use when you want to use your inky backgrounds and things like that. And you could do that exactly the same with this piece as well. So you've got two kind of stencils there that you could cut into as well, or again do the whole design all together. Right, so I'm just going to put on the back now, Joe. I'm just going to use my dotty tape pen just around the design, and that's just so it doesn't seep through my glitter cardstock. Nothing worse than having glue running through. But again, this frame, I just think of these frames and think family pictures inside them with some nesting dies, lots of things that you can do with them. And that's creating onto my box lid. I'm just going to now pop some tape, like so, all the way around. In fact, you know what? Producer
I like we've got a
Georgina.
box of some description in, Debbie.
Of course.
Wouldn't be a Debbie show without a box, would it?
Exactly, exactly. We've got to have a box or two, haven't we? I just didn't go down my normal route of having a light-up box. But honestly, these are just fabulous, fabulous dies, offering you as a crafter so many different craft projects. And that's why I know they're so. I can tell you now. I could have predicted this. I just know that as a crafter, that's what you've seen in these as well, which is why they're proving to be so popular. And I can't wait to see the other. I can't wait for craft along. You know that we're going to be having a craft along with these. This will be probably in some time in June, I would imagine now. I can't wait to see what people come up with it. I might not get the craft along, so it might not be me doing it. It could be Michelle, it could be Corinne, it could be Jan, it could be Craig, it could be Debs.
Could be anyone.
Could be anyone. Could be you, Joe.
Might be me.
Should we you doing a
50%
craft along?
chance it'll be me.
On the craft along?
50% chance it'll be me, yeah. Oh, no, not giving the craft along. No, Debbie. It'll be craft alone, is what that would be called, not craft along, let me assure you.
I'm having you down as doing the craft along, Joe.
No.
Might have to get you in doing it. Do you know if Jan's here, she'll make you do it?
Oh, I know. I actually
Yeah.
really love I do love doing them. I haven't done one for a little while, actually, but I do really enjoy it.
I know, because it's good fun.
It's really good fun.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's a mess, but it's still good fun. It's when we did it together and I had just glue, the whole studio. Just really smelt like glue, didn't it? Do you remember we did the exploding box? It looked all right in the end, though.
Of course, of course. Honestly,
We believe it's going to be in June, that craft along.
I think so now, because the May schedule is all done. And we've got plenty coming up for you.
We really have.
Yeah, the craft along for this one will probably be in June. But again, I promise you we'll have 2 hours of a craft along, real time crafting, start to finish, where you're going to get that, and it will be.
The award-winning craft along, Debbie.
Oh yes.
Forget about that. How
I
fancy.
keep forgetting about that. I don't know how I keep forgetting about that, Joe. It is award winning. Oh, talking of craft alongs, I've got one tomorrow.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
We've got one tomorrow. What is it?
It's actually using the Just Saying dies.
Oh.
So do you know those beautiful Just Saying dies, which I think are gorgeous, got some inspirational quotes in there. I'll show you. I might show you the project. In fact, I'll tell you what, we'll show the project tonight on launch party, and we'll show you. And the shopping list should be out somewhere now. I would imagine by now be out there somewhere. Now, again, straight away, you've got a beautiful box, and you could add a sentiment onto there. However, going back to my piece that we used, and I've got my piece there. I've got some acetate. I'm just going to peel off the back in there because we're going to create a little bit of a shaker element to the back of it and then add this panel on too. So again, I'm going to use my dotted tape pen for this. Just put my acetate somewhere I can see it. Dotted tape pen round the back of that lovely filigree design. And then the solid one just in the areas where it's not going to be showing through. So let's just pop that on. There we are, and then I'm going to just match that up. Oh, actually, I'm going to have to do it by eye, Joe, because I've cut it to size, which, I mean, this is just beautiful in itself. I'm going to add some foam on a roll. So let me bring in my...
I'm thinking this would sit beautifully within the rose gold collection if you own that as well, this die.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
all those beautiful flourishes and swirls that were in there, all those sort of beautiful florals would go really well.
Absolutely. And then I'm just going to go all the way around the bottom. Oh, I think I've run out of my tape. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, it's the first time I've done that, run out of foam on a roll. So let's pop that there, see if I've got a little bit more left on here. I'll be able to match that up and marry that up. There we go. And yes, we have. If you go over to the website, you'll see that we've got our latest one that has got a lot of foam
And
on a roll.
New and improved, Debbie, as well, isn't it?
It is. It's fabulous stuff. I'm just going to trim down my acetate though, because I've gone a little bit over. Got a bit of an overhang. We don't want that in crafting here, so just take that off. And then what I'm going to do is, and I think I might segregate off my panel there. I think I'll have a bit on the top and a bit on the bottom. Let me find my roll, because I think I've chucked it in the bin now. What am I like? Let's pop that into there. So I'm just going to segregate off the two pieces and have two bits in the bottom and the top. So what I'm going to use is, and again you can use sequins, don't forget we've got those fabulous jewel dies. Yeah, so I've just cut this out onto some matching copper card, what I've used, and I've got a few already poked out to the side, as you can see. So I'm just going to poke a few more out. You're kidding me. Shaker card, yeah, so these are the shaker card jewel dies.
Debbie, could you just recap the measurements of that box quickly for Teresa?
Yes, let's try to remember my sizing because I think it was a 9x7. Yeah, 9x7, and it's an inch all the way round on that box, and that will give you, when you do that, a 5x7 box.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to poke all those pieces out. I wonder if my die cleaning brush will get rid of them quicker. Let's see if we can get through some more.
Lots and lots of you chatting away, lots of you still going for this brand new launch, and also those gilding flakes as well at the moment. We might have a little sneaky revisit to those, do you think, Debbie, shortly, those gilding flakes?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to get to play with him in this show.
No, neither did I.
Yes.
I think Debbie deserves it. I think she deserves it.
Honestly,
you won't need asking twice, will you, Debbie?
I won't need asking twice, 3 times, 4 times. You only have to ask me once, and that's me done. But can I just tell you, you'll be reacting in the same way that I act right now when you get hold of yours. Because believe you me, you are going to absolutely love. Let me just pop all those in there. You're going to love the gilding flakes when you get them home. And like I said, because I don't even think Sarah expected them to sell out the way that they sold out on HSN. Yeah, do your friends a favour, do yourselves a favour. If you missed out, you can get hold of them today here on Crafters TV right now, because we still have our own supplies. That's the beautiful thing about us being able to do all this, multi places we put them in. Is that the right word I'm looking at? I'm trying to turn my little flakes. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to turn my little love hearts. I wish I'd got double-sided glitter card, because I want my glitter to show through them. So I'm just going to try and put those into there.
You are a perfectionist, aren't you, Debbie? Peg says, I bought every colour of the flakes. Peg, you are not in the minority there. Most people are going for absolutely all of them. So much sparkliness coming your way. And loads of people going for these credit cards. Remember, you can get them all. So these deals, that is the deal that's over there on your screen. They are available individually if you want to get them like that, or 2 for £30 or $35. So remember, you've got 3 different uses in each of them, though, which is fantastic. I think credit cards are always great value, aren't they, Debbie, when you think about the different sort of concepts you can do, but the fact that you've got a 3-in-1 in a credit card, so we're not really charging you any extra for it, means that the value is even better on these. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think that's why I think people are loving them, Joel, because you can see that value, you can see for you as a crafter what you're going to get out of these. Not the one-trick pony type of cards, which I don't mean to say, it sounds awful when I say it like that, but I just mean it's not the one design that you can use these in. There's multiple ways that you can use them. And for a crafting point of view, is literally, I can't get my tape off. I don't know what it is about this tape roll, but I think I'm going to have to throw it in the bin, because I think it's an old one,
Need you to get you some jumbo foam on a roll.
I definitely need some jumbo foam on a roll, because this one, unfortunately, there's something wrong with this foam, and I think it could be that it's a very old batch, or there's something not right with it. So all that separating that I just didn't need to do now after all that, because I don't have any of the jumbo roll with me, so I'm just going to chuck them all in now, and we'll just have it going all the way through the design. But again, all I'm going to do, and a little top tip, when you have got foam on a roll, grab hold of your all-purpose glue, and you know what you can do? If you want to create a little bit of depth, you can go back round with some extra foam. Oh God, that's how warm it is in here. Look at this. It's dried up my glue. Right, let me just take off the top of that, because that's how ridiculously warm it is here. Even though it's not warm outside, it is warm in here today. But I'm just putting some glue at the back of it. But yeah, to get that depth and dimension, you can double foam it, Joel. But what I'm just doing here is just literally...
Double foam it sounds like something you do to the car when you're washing it, doesn't it? Oh, he goes, excuse me, would you like the express wash, or would you like us to double foam it for you, madam? Oh yeah, upgrade me, double foam me.
By putting that wet glue on, though, it means that I've got a bit of time to wiggle it, get it into place. Wiggle it? There's a song in that, isn't there? Wiggle it just a little bit. I can't remember the rest of that song, actually, but that's where I'm going with this one.
I'm singing something completely different in true me style.
So what I'm just going to do is, and I think, do you know what? I'm quite happy with that, although I was thinking of adding a couple of, oh, look at Tracy, she's like a little miracle worker. Thank you so much, Tracy. She's fetched me in.
Tracy.
I know, she's amazing.
Oh,
isn't she?
Tracy.
She's amazing, is our Tracy. Let me just fetch in some more gems that I've got, but she's fetched me in, and look at that. That is the 10 metre, is it 10?
10 metres, yeah.
10 metre jumbo size.
You'll find it over on the website.
Yeah, absolutely. Fabulous as well. I love the size. I'm not going to lie. It's a good size foam on a roll it is. But again, I'm just going to add in now a couple of little gems, and this is just that finishing touch again. You don't have to add things like gems, it's just me. I'm a little stickler for the finishing detail.
You do love a gem, don't you?
I do, yeah. Gems, pearls, sparkly ones, things that sparkle, talking of which, Gilding flakes. But yeah, I do love a good gem. These are my Unky Dory gems, and again, if you go over to the website, you might find things like this over on the website. So again, I'm just going to pop that down, finish that off, and you know what? Oh, I think I might just make a little design going through the centre part of my cake. Let's go in with the small ones. And I've gone with some coppery coloured looking ones here. But again, this is just a little bit of titivation, Joe, a bit of titivation.
Very, very busy. Again, still over on the website for absolutely everything. I love that word, Debbie. Remember
You
the
love the
first time
word?
I thought it was rude the first time you ever said
You
it?
did
and I had
think
to
it was
Google
rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fine. It's not rude. It's not a rude.
It's not
one
rude at all.
No.
No, it's not rude at all. Titivation just means you're giving it a little bit of an extra embellishment.
Yeah.
Extra embellishment. And there you go. You've got that beautiful little shaker element there. Of course, I would have had shakers just at the top and the bottom, but didn't have me roll at the time. But again, showing you that that 3-in-1 design. You've got that floral frame in the background. You've got the lovely cake feature on the top. So this is what you can do. And using your nesting dies, that's exactly what you could do. You could cut into a nesting die. In fact, I think I have a sample of one that I did yesterday. Let me show you what I mean by that, Joe, because this is one that I did on a show yesterday. Down at Redditch. Use things like your nesting dies, and this was using one of the exclusive dies there. So, but again, just showing you that's what you could do with yours when you've got hold of them. So, absolutely love these. They're just fantastic. They really are. So much crafting that you're going to be able to do with, so many different ways that you're going to be able to play with them, different configurations, lots of different cards, bases that you can cut into. As long as you remember, this is a big die, 5x7, anything and above, you're going to be able to get creative with, which for me is just absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, it really, really is. Let me take you back through then what you're getting. Remember, 3 different ways of using each and every one of these die collection. 2 dies in each of the collection. So you've got the ability to use the frame alone, the inner element alone, or the 2 together there, which is brilliant. So this is the celebration cake. You've also got the balloon bouquet. Then we've got the elegant fairy just here. There's daisies and dragonflies. We've got the butterfly garden, and you've also then got the floral peacock there as well, which is absolutely awesome. Make sure you are snapping them at 81.55 or 95.725. The next product that I'm going to share with you is meant to be in launch party. I'm going to bring the details in for you of the full collection. It has sold out and gone. Congratulations if you've got your hand on it. Our hands on it. If we're got one hand on it. Congratulations, you've got your hands on it. We're a bit giddy today, aren't we, Debbie?
We are a little bit, yes.
We are. I've only had one coffee as well. Just one coffee, and this is how I am. Congratulations if you got it. We are in a really busy day. It's sold out. However, you can still go for the individuals. So I'm going to take you back through the individuals that we've got left. 2 for £18 or $24. So you can go for this one here, which is the With Love. You've also got Celebrate, which is this one just here. Then you've got Make a Wish. This one here is your Just a Note. And then you have also got this one, which is Congratulations. Boom, 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 boom. $9.99, $12.95, any 2 for £18 or $24. I want to give you a heads up as well on something else that's super busy, that's also in our launch party. We're going to have a great launch party tonight. We really are. If we've got anything left. Let me take you through these. Honestly, me and Debbie, we'll still talk about Eurovision for 2 hours. I'd be right with that, wouldn't you, Debbie?
Absolutely absolutely.
Yeah, these amazing fancy gatefolds. They are so beautiful. You've got this amazing gatefold edge. The removable edge of the die is the die cut element, the outside edge is removable. So you can actually use it just to create the shape, but then you can take one of the two different panels and cut them in a number of different ways. So it really does give you, again, a lot of options. You've got floral swirls. You've also got the floral meadow. And go for lace and scroll, which I think is just so classy. The opulent botanicals. Then you've got the classic lace. And the other one you've also got is this one here, which is the Deco Vines. $74.95 or $99.75 is what you are going to be able to get all of those for. Under £60 or $80 if you want to grab them as a Platinum member. We must go back to these though. I can't remember a product that was this busy at launch for a very, very long time. I mean, it is absolutely off the scale busy. Me and Debbie were saying before the earlier shows that, oh, it's fine because we're going to have them in stock for months and months and months. I can absolutely categorically tell you that is not going to be the case. Where are we today? Tuesday. I'd be surprised if they're here at the end of the week. I really, really would. Hundreds of you went for them earlier. Hundreds of units of them have gone again already just in the first hour and 10 minutes of this show. I know that they're completely, well, as far as I'm aware, they're gone over on HSN and they only lasted about 15 minutes at midnight. So you want to snap them up, absolutely do. We'll reorder these. We're going to carry these, I'd imagine, pretty much forever, but it will take us a while to get them back in stock again if you miss them when they go this time around. At the moment, none of the elements have sold out, which is brilliant. So you're in a really fortunate position. You've got both of the die-cut foam pieces here. So this one at the top, it's just swirls and flourishes. You've also got the nature assortment there too. Then what we've got are the three most popular colours, those metallic tones that you're going to want in absolutely, just check out the size of these, super sized tubs. These are 4 times the size of the other colours we're going to bring to you. So you've got super sizes of the one you're going to use most. You've got the glue in there. You've also got the dry ink pad and 3 of the sponges too. So everything you need. That is exceptional value, $29.99 or $40.55. In fact, even at $37, I think you'd be really good. Knowing the size of these pots, you'd be lucky elsewhere if you could pick up the pots of Gilding flakes for that price, let alone all the additional items. Now, let me show you what they look like though. You can see here exactly what they're going to look like. This is them onto those foam pieces. Think about using them on cardstock. I mean, there's pretty much anything you can get the adhesive onto, you can stick these onto, which I think is absolutely brilliant. So that's what they're going to look like. What we also then have are the additional colours for you too. And I'm just going to show you what they look like. So the additional colours are coming like this, and it's really cool to have individual colours. You get 3 50ml pots in these collections, and I'm going to take you through what they look like. So this one just here, this one firstly is your blush, as you can see just there. Now, you've got the 3 different colours here, and then this is what they look like when you team them up together, which is absolutely stunning. In the blush, you get the rose gold, the pretty pink, and soft rose. Then you've also got this. This is your outer space blue moon and starlight. Then we've got the midnight mauve, the deep iris, and the lapis blue. And this one here is the sun glow, the rich copper, and the verdigris, which is what that is. I'm going to have to rewrite verdigris on the back of there because I cannot read my own handwriting, Debbie. I was obviously a giddy little kipper when I wrote these out this morning. I was very excited. Make sure you're snapping them up. Lots of you choosing to go for the main collection, then all 4 of the additional ones. If you did want to go for an extra of the consumable element as well, which is the toolkit, then we have the toolkit available on its own individually as well. Details there along the bottom of your screen. $7.99 or $9.95 is your price there on that if you did want to snap that one up as well. It's an exceptionally busy show. Loads of you letting me know what you have gone for, but I'm just going to show you this first. If you're going for all the colours, look at the amount of shiny that you're going to get. I absolutely love it. It didn't take much convincing to get Debbie to give us another whiz around these Gilding flakes. They are absolutely stunning, aren't they, Debbie?
They are beautiful. I've been getting myself all stuck up with red liner tape and things like that because, you know what I said about creating lots of different things that you can put them onto? You can use simple things that you've got in your crafty stash already. I've chosen some red liner tape for this one to create just a bit of a background. So it's our white stamping card, and all I've done, multi-purpose card, is I have literally taken 3 different widths in my red liner tape, You can see how much I love my flakes because they're all over me. They're everywhere. I've got my thick, I've got my middle size, and I've got my thin one. You'll find all of these things on there. Someone did ask us about this, and we're going to do a little bit of a live one here in a moment. But what I'm just going to do is, I'm just making sure I've got all my tape on there. Now, Joe, shall we use a colour? Because we did use the starter kit colours, didn't we? The precious metals. So I'm thinking...
Can we use the carnival? You thinking carnival?
Well, I'm sorry, but I love these. So
I think carnival's my favourite, Debbie.
Honestly, it's just...
It's actually the most popular one at the moment, carnival.
Well, can I just say, I'm not surprised, is all I'm going to say. So I'm going to take the lids off. Now, look at...
Do you want me to turn your fan off?
Oh, God, yeah. Ooh, it's a good job you said that. Ooh, I'm going to keep my lid where it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe. You nearly saved me from a fake worse than death there. But literally, I would have been flaked up myself. But look at the colour. Look at it on camera, Joe. Look at those colours. Oh, and to feel these flakes.
Just gorgeous.
Soft, beautiful flakes. Highest quality flakes as well in here. And I absolutely love these. Now, I've put my tape down, Joe. So my tape's already on. So what I'm just going to do is... I'm going to take off my backing of my red liner tape. This is when you can do it with your finger lift tape. So if you've got finger lift tapes, and you know, this kind of stuff is like cheap and cheerful kind of things that you can do with your techniques. This is just a little tip of the iceberg. Like I said, I can't wait to see the stuff that the rest of the team are going to come up with. I can't wait to see Craig, because Craig adores gilding flakes. He's like me. I've been using them for absolutely years. I remember making my daughter, now bearing in mind she's 30 this year, I remember on her 18th birthday, I did a full card of the box, the card, and everything with gilding flakes galore. Wow. I've still kept it because I still love it, yeah. I mean, it's not as like it is, because back then, that's like 12 years ago, I did just like basic flowers and things like that on there, but all gilding flakes. It looked absolutely stunning, and I love it. And plus, I spent a lot of time on it. I didn't want to throw it away. So when because she's not like me, sentimental. I keep all my things that people make me. She don't. Tanya, she don't watch it, it's fine, I can get away with it. But Tanya said no, and I thought, I'm going to keep it then because I love it. And I must have to show you. I'll have to bring it in and show you. And I know Craig uses them a lot as well. Now, all I'm going to do is randomly, and when I say random, I'm just going to randomly throw different colours down there. Now, I'm not going to worry about the excess because I've got my little pot, my tub of pot, my little waste pot. That's the word I'm going to call it, a little waste pot. But I'm just going to pop these flakes down in random places.
Oh, these colours work so beautifully together. I was going to say I love the blue, and then I looked at purple and thought I love the purple, and then I looked at the pink and thought, but I love the pink. So I was going to say I love all of them.
You absolutely are going to love all of them. And I'm just going to rub my fingers into that design.
There's something a bit sort of retro about this colour tone as well. A bit sort of 80s roller disco. I don't know what I mean.
Do you know I had a pair of satin pants?
Get your hair
satin
permed.
boob tube. I had a satin boob tube and a satin pair of pants with a white piping up the side. This is 80s we're talking about. But these colours, there will be photographic evidence, let me tell you, because I remember my boob tube being that colour, and I remember I had a pink boob tube and purple leggings with blue piping up the side.
I don't know if our friends across the pond call them a boob tube. What is a boob tube?
It's a strapless,
like a strapless top.
Covers the booby area.
A longer version of bandeau.
A longer what, Georgina? What did you call it? What's a bandeau? What's a bandeau? Just that area. Oh, right. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what a boob tube. That, you know, 80s. I love the 80s. Sometimes I think I'm still in them. The decade, the music, everything about that decade is just fabulous. Now I am going to put my lids back on. All of this wasty flakes you can actually put back in there. And I say waste flakes, there is no such thing as waste. What I am going to do with my spare bits, because all I've done is rubbed my fingers around it first, but then I'm going to take in and I'm just going to make sure that those go into my spare pot. Although I'm going to keep them there for a minute. I'm going to use them for a second. Hello. I just saw John doing this at me. Is that mean coffee?
Yeah, coffee.
Yeah, coffee. I was like, hello, John. I could see him like this in the background. What's this? What's this? Coffee. Yes, please.
It's a really bad impression of a dinosaur.
Oh, God, I'm coughing. laughing. I'm going to make my flakes going everywhere. Right.
So apparently boob tubes in the US are called tube tops.
Tube tops.
Tube tops, yeah.
That is quite difficult to say.
Hard.
So yes.
If you're from Essex, it's very difficult.
Yes,
tube tops.
Exactly. Tube tops.
Tube tops.
Tube tops. Right, you're going to get your sponge from your starter kit, and then what we're going to do is buff it. And I said buff it.
Jean says, oh dear, the gilding flakes have found their way into my basket and checked themselves out. Aren't they naughty? Aren't they naughty?
I love how she said, check themselves out.
I know, they check themselves out.
They just do that, don't they? Oh my God, look at this. This is why it never fails to amaze me. I adore them. I adore the fact that they come in solid colours, and then the technique that you can do with them, with your tapes, and I'm just going to knock off the excess there. Let's take a minute. Let's take a minute.
Oh, Debbie.
Oh.
I feel like I need to come over and have a look.
Come and have a look. You need to see it up close and personal. Joe, come and look at this.
Oh, my. It looks amazing on screen, but it looks even better
honestly.
In the flesh.
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Stay in yourself.
Oh, honestly, I've got myself a little background there that I could actually use as a background base. Maybe add a nesting die and a sentiment in the centre, stamp a sentiment. Someone did ask us though, so we're going to do it. Well, let me grab a spare piece of cardstock.
Ah, yes. Panda says you need to get a separate pot to put all your mixed flakes in, Debbie.
Oh, I've already got one.
Oh,
so they
lovely.
obviously, yeah, this is my pot. So that's my pot with all my spare flakes. So all of those bits will go into there. And I will literally just pick those up in a minute. But I am going to use some of those. So I'm just going to waft that across there. Now these sponges, they do... I'm just, honestly, I've got a new nail design. I did tell you that this is what I used in lockdown. Absolutely. I used my gilding flakes and then set it in some gel. I absolutely did. You only have to go back and see some of my nails. But someone asked us about the tape pens. So shall we do a little bit of a demonstration? So that's the solid one. I'm just going to pick down there. Let me grab my dotty tape pen. And I pop that down there, show another solid one, because obviously I'm just doing this to show, does it work? We will have a look. But of course, and that's a dotty one again, so let's use my flakes. So let's just scatter my waste flakes across there. But again, there's no such thing as waste, not with your flakes. Craig will tell you the same. So again, I'm just going to rub it in with my fingers.
I love that you just massage it in.
Yeah, you just massage it in, yeah, that's all you need to do, just to get the flakes across all of your adhesive. We're going to use adhesive sheets later as well, so coming up in the launch party, which I'm super excited. I found a bauble, a little ball outside, have a little dabble with that as well. Going to decorate my
bit
bauble.
of a dibble-dabble with the baubles.
Well, the Christmas baubles, I saw them outside and they're going for free, so I thought, I might just pinch one of those. So that's on the dotty tape, that's just my flakes. Let me just move those out of the way a minute.
Beth and Thomason says, Joe, you need some of these to go with your disco ball helmet. My disco ball helmet has arrived, and I can confirm it is utterly fabulous. I'm so happy with it.
You need to send it in, so the guys can see it. But oh my God, it's just such good fun. Oh, I say, this dotty tape pen.
Ooh.
Now then, let me just, so I'm going to show you so that you can see it. But
just gives it like more texture, doesn't it?
yeah, so I'm going to show you, this is the solid one, so I wonder if our George can come in a bit close. Your dotty gives you texture. So yes, it does work, but not the kind of effect that you would think. But can you see the texture running through there? So yeah, absolutely. All you're going to do is wipe this down with a bit of use anti-static bags as well, things like that. But you can rub all that excess off with your cloths. It will come off. But it gives texture. I love the solid one. And look at the mix of the colours in your waist. I adore that. That's absolutely beautiful. Ooh. Now I'm thinking, that dotty tape, oh my God, I love it, because it's got a lovely, like, embossed texture over the top. Whoever came up with that idea, who was it that asked us about that?
It was...
You can't remember either.
I'm going back,
shocking.
measurements, to be using...
Right, let me just find a bit of a cloth, because I did have some...
Sandra Dundas.
Sandra, absolutely, yes, you can do that as well. So, John, please don't come over here, you'll shout at me when you see me mess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, John's about.
Well, I promise I will tidy it up. I knew you were going to say that. Because it is a little tad messy around here. However...
It looks like you've been working in a fireworks factory or something back there,
This is my kind of craft. I never used to be a messy crafter.
What's your craft room look like at the moment?
Absolutely
Oh,
beautiful.
is it?
Yes,
What
so
does the
beautiful,
inside
yeah.
of your vacuum cleaner look like?
No, I have at all times of nights. But yes, I do. But yeah, so I'm just buffing it up with a cloth just so I can get that excess off. But oh God, Joe,
Look at that.
look at that. And that textured one, so that is the texture that you get.
I like the texture.
I love that texture. You can see it more better in the naked eye, but I think George of the Gorgeous Joystick, or Gorgeous George of the Gorgeous... Wait a minute, I'm giving him all... No, Gorgeous George of the Gorgeous Joystick. I'm giving him a new name. Oh, look, I'll hold it there.
It does look reptilian, Georgina. Great point. It's like
great
snakeskin,
word.
isn't it?
Great word, Georgina.
Yeah.
Reptilian, yes. So, Sandra, thank you so much for asking us to test that out live, as we have just done for you right now. And I'm sorry we've gone off piste a little bit. I just love these. And we will go back to the creator cards, I promise. But honest to God, oh my God, I love, that's got, oh. See, new
Absolutely
ideas.
brilliant.
New
Really gorgeous.
ideas, and then I'm going to put all my flakes.
Are you
and
going
then I'm
to tidy your? Are you going to clean yourself up?
I'm going to have to, because I've
Right.
literally flaked everywhere.
I am going to recap exactly what you are getting then. Let me just recap. So within the starter kit, that's what everyone is going to for firstly. These are bumper. These are absolute super sizes on these metallic tones in the gilding flakes, because these are the three colours that you're going to use the most. So you've got the burnished copper, you've also got the argent in there, and then you've also got your Oriole there too. So the reason we've supersized those ones is because we know they are the ones that you are going to want to use the most. We've also included the toolkit, and the great thing about the toolkit is it means that you've got everything that you need to get started. So you've got your liquid glue, you've got the dry ink pad, and then three of the sponges in there too. And then these, which are just super, you've got the swirls and flourishes, and also the nature assortment, and they are those pre-die cut foam pads for you. So pop those down onto your card as an embellishment, over their top with the gilding flakes, really quick and easy. Everyone is going for that starter kit. Let me just again show you how gorgeously shiny those are. Absolutely beautiful. But pretty much everyone is going for all of the additional gilding flakes as well. And I'm just going to grab those for you. So this is what how they are coming to you. So you get 50 mils in each of these, which is absolutely fantastic. I was so excited, Debbie. I don't know what I've done with anything. I've got a bit giddy. What we've also then got here is, let me show you the boards, because the boards really highlight for you. The first one here is the blush. Now in the blush, you get it in the rose gold, the pretty pink, and the soft rose. These are the individual colours, and then look at the effect that you get when you use them all together. And that's a great way of using up any of those little leftover pieces that you might have around. Next up, we've got the cosmic here as well. And with the cosmic, you're going to get the outer space. The outer space is that really sort of almost black, but it's got little flecks in there as well. So you've got the outer space, the blue moon and the starlight. This one's the midnight mauve, the deep iris and the lapis blue. And then you're also getting the patina, which has got the sun glow, the rich copper and the verdigris in there. The green is such an unusual colour to have in a gilding flake. $14.99 or $16.95 gets you each individual one of those. A lot of you are going for all four of those, and also going for that starter kit as well. It is incredibly busy still over on the website. I can't stress that enough. If you are ready to place your order, it's very simple to do so. You'll find the gilding flakes under the Shop the Day section of the website. So crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Hit Shop the Day, they are in there. But I am going to give you an opportunity to check out. Hundreds more of you have gone for the full collection of the gilding flakes again in this show alone. It is so incredibly busy. Whilst you check out your baskets, here's all the details. Here's some of the fun stuff we get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch-up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafter's Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
My, oh my, so incredibly busy still across on the website. Let's take a moment though to remind you of our launch day product, the 3-in-1 Create a Card dies. 12 elements within here, 3 different ways of using each individual collection, and 6 brand new gorgeous designs for you. Using the frame on its own, stunning. Using the center part on its own, absolutely gorgeous. But when you put the two together, you get something that is so incredibly intricate and detailed, but is giving you all of that amazing detail in one single pass, which is incredible. Don't forget, not just a 3-in-1 in the fact that there are 3 different ways in which you can configure them. You can actually use them in 3 different ways as well. You can cut with these, they are embossed beautifully, and then you've got the ability to ink through them too. So you think about the sort of amount of different looks and feels you're going to be able to achieve with these. It is absolutely off the chart. This one here is your celebration cake. You've also then got the balloon bouquet. This one is the elegant fairy that you've got just there. We then have the daisies and dragonflies, the butterfly garden, and you'll also receive the floral peacock in there as well, which is brilliant. 6524 or 7660, or it's very 7660 if you are a platinum member or it's your first purchase. So make sure you are snapping those up. Let me give you an idea of some of the other ways in which you can use them. Some other great ideas here. I love the fact that with the concepts as well, there's a real good variation between using the center panels on their own, both elements together, and just the border on their own. And I think you really are going to use them in all of the different ways to get different looks and feels that you've got there. Let me also share with you this one. Brilliant if you want to do it in something like a box too. Wonderful for a shaker card. I absolutely love these as well. I think this really highlights the versatility of them, because here what we've got is the frame used on its own with a topper in there too. This one here is used as just the central panel alone, but then look how gorgeous it is when you bring the whole thing together. 3 incredibly gorgeous cards, all made using the 3 different ways in which you can use each one of those die sets. 81.55, 95.75, but you are, of course, all using your Club Inspired discount, which is amazing. So much love coming in for all those gilding flakes. Who we got? Linda says, I love the gilding flakes. Mary Rhino saying, I love the way the dotty pen looks with the gilding flakes. Eleanor can't wait to get their hands on them. Treasure Heart says, now I'm looking even more forward to receiving them after those demos. Wow. Sherry says, great camera work as well. That's for you, gorgeous George. And also Sarah Crow says, how do you clean the stamps after putting the gilding glue on them? Is it easy to get the glue off and then use them with ink again?
So that's not something you're going to let dry on your stamp, is all I'm going to say, because obviously it's a very sticky liquid glue. So when you've stamped it on using your dry ink pad, if you've watched the show earlier on, and if not, stay tuned for later on for the launch party, because I will show you how to do that stamping technique again. But once you've used that and you've stamped your image out, what you need to do is wipe it down. So warm soapy water or a nice cloth just over the top to take that ink off, and you'll be absolutely fine to reuse that stamp over and over again. That's all you need to remember. If you let it dry, it could be quite difficult and tricky to use in future. So just be careful with that. Make sure that you do give it a nice, just a wipe down, literally just wipe it down after you've used it. While you're waiting for that glue to go tacky on your stamps, on your cardstock, wipe down, little wipe. I use biodegradable wipes. We use different wipes here at the studio. Just wipe it down, take off that residue, absolutely fine to keep stamping and keep stamping, whether you're using inks or whether you're using that liquid ink. So that's all you need to do. And I promise you, you'll do no damage. Just don't forget about it, because it'll just dry on there. And then it'll leave a residue on the top, and that's not, you don't want that, because you might end up not damaging your stamp, but not getting a crisp stamp image next time. But literally, just give it a wipe down straight away. Once you've done it, wipe it down, done and dusted. It's easy as that. It literally is as easy as that. So, yeah.
Brilliant. I hope that helps. Any other questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Do I see schmetterlings?
Oh, of course, Joe, of course. I mean, I love these. I love all of the dies. I love all the ways that you can use it. Outside border die, central focal part, or both together to create that collective design. Absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm going to use them in all ways. So I'm going to have on the front of my base card, this is a 5x7 card, because again, 5x7 fits perfectly, but you can, of course, use this together, separate, die cut through there. Oh, talk about creating a card instantly. Through there, cut through. Oh, front of a card. Nice. Beautiful. Honestly, so many different ways that you can use them. And again, I just think these are absolutely incredible. The concept behind it is amazing. I love them. So I'm just going to pop that through my machine first, Joe. Let me bring in my big plates. Let's bring in the big ones. So I'm going to pop that onto my die cutting platform, and then we're going to run this through. Can't believe where the time goes. Do you know?
I know, it's flown by today, isn't it?
When I say I had 8 demos.
8
I don't know what on earth possessed me. 8 demos, as if I'm going to get through 8 demos. I did have a lot of demos planned. However, it's not about quantity, is it? It's about quality. That's how I always see it. But yeah, just I did have a lot planned. However, I'm so pleased that you're loving them the way that I love them, and the way that the rest of the team I know will love them as well. For those who have got them coming up, oh my days, I can't wait to see what you do with them. But I can't wait to see what you guys do with them as well. Please share all your pictures on the social. Let us have a little look, you know, send them in through future shows as well. Don't forget, we've got that craft along coming up in June with these. So yeah, it's going to be, it's lovely to see other people's take on how they're going to use this fabulous 3-in-1 design. So again, you could be using inks through them.
I love how that just falls out of there, Debbie.
Absolutely. And all you do to just literally poke out the rest of the design. Now, the difference that I've done with this one from a card base, because I think it looks gorgeous on the front, and when you poke out all your little pieces, it looks absolutely glorious. But what I've done with mine is I've just taken some, and I'll show you, I've literally gone in with the lemon tonic. I'm just going to find my little brush, Joe, just bear with me a second. And I've just taken the ink and gone around the edges of that design. And I'm not putting the ink all the way across because I don't need to, but literally just pick up that outside detail. I'll take all my little pieces out in a second, but it just to create a little bit of a, and I'm going to just turn it that way to pop over that other side. I'm not going to worry about the inside because I'm going to be covering the inside up in a minute, so it doesn't matter about this, but talking about those stencil ideas, great idea to do that. So literally just gone round the outside, and I say I've gone round the outside, I've gone in with a different colour as well, but just taking in the equation for creating a little frame, a lovely little frame, and that's all I want to do with that bit for now. I'm going to bring in some craft card. Love craft card, it's absolutely fabulous. But what I'm going to do is, and to create this, I want to create a pop-out factor. So I've taken the same size, so the same measurement, which is 10 by 7. Wait a minute. Yes, 10 by 7, scored at 5 inches in to create that 5 by 7. I've taken another piece of the craft card, again, 10 by 7. But this time, I've added 2 extra score lines in. So with that, I've gone at 2.5, 5 and 7.5 to create this fold. And I've brought out a mountain fold and 2 valley folds to create that pop-out factor. And again, it's just going to, I'll show you when I put it all together, the effect that it's going to create. So I'm just going to cover my ink up for a second. Using this panel, I'm going to go back in with, let me just clean the dial a second, because I want to speed things up. Popping that back into the centrepiece. Now this creates that 5 by 7, these 2 pieces are the excess ones. So again, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the whole of it now. And this is going to create a little bit of a wow factor on the inside of your card as well as the outside. And again, it's just such a lovely design, lovely way that we've brought it into those 2 pieces where we've cut it out, the die itself, cut out into the 2 pieces to be able to create different ways that you can use them. I need to hold that down with a little bit more tape though, Jo, because I can see it shifting. So let me find, what have I done with my low tack tape? Where are you, low tack
You're right, Debbie.
tape?
Patty says, good morning from California. Good morning. I find it odd that it's like we're so far into our day and it's morning still, isn't it? It's only it's about 20 to 8 in the morning over on the West Coast still.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's still really early. I mean, we'd both still be asleep by now, Debbie, if we lived on the West Coast. I definitely would be.
At what time in the morning?
20 to 8 in the morning.
Depends what I'm doing.
Right.
Depends what I'm doing.
Depends how late you'd been up playing with the Gilding flakes the night before.
Yes, however, I am usually around the 7 to 7:30 mark.
Are you?
Regardless, whether I'm, yeah. Apart from if I ever had to start, so back in the olden days, of the creative craft days where I used to be having air at 7:30, I used to be up at like 4 or 5 o'clock, so, but yeah, not, those days have gone. I don't have to do that anymore.
I'm a late to bed, late to rise kind.
Late to bed, late to rise?
Yeah, about 8:30, 9 a.m. is perfect for me
I'm
to wake
I'm a bit
up.
like the Maggie Thatcher of craft. I don't need much sleep. Oh, I don't mean sleep.
The lady is not for gilding. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant because she didn't survive on a lot of sleep, did she?
No, but I think it's really funny that you use that as a reference point.
But yeah, so, well, I can survive on little sleep. Years of training with the kids is what I'm going to say.
Right,
Years
yes,
of
course.
training.
I'm a bit of a grumpy nightmare if I don't get enough sleep, Debbie.
Are you really? I'm all right.
grumpy.
I seem to come round, but I tell you what it is, it's coffee. Although these days, if I do get up that early and not have much sleep, I usually have a nap in the middle of the day. Where I can just be watching a bit of telly.
Oh, there's always time for a nap. No, even if you get up quite late, still, I reckon, I can get up on a day I can get up about 9, and then I can nap for about 1 till 3, and then be back in bed again for midnight. Easy, no problem whatsoever. Oh,
Trust you,
if it was an Olympic sport, I'd definitely be a gold medalist when it comes to sleeping.
Now this is the piece where I've poked out all my pieces, and again looks absolutely gorgeous, which is going to sit into the middle of my card. However, and if I just, I have got a bit of time, Anta, so do you know that little butterfly piece? Let's go back in with that butterfly piece. I've got myself a bit of Centura Pearl card, and I'm just going to run that through. I'll bring in my smaller plates for this though, although Debbie can't remember where she's put the small plates. There they are, there they are. Underneath my big plates, producer Georgina, what am I like? But I'm just going to show you what you can do for that snippability factor. So again, this is the lovely idea behind these, which is why I think Leanne and the team, they've really, really excelled themselves with this creator card range. Absolutely gorgeous. The idea behind it, where it can create so many different things, is just absolutely spot on. But this is the kind of thing that you can do with it, that snipping into these pieces to create your butterflies. Take your butterflies And then I'm just going to take that off. Let me get that out gently. Although, to be fair, I am snipping into this, so it doesn't really matter. Let me see if I can just poke out that little piece. Release. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is just take my little snippy scissors. Where have they gone? There they are. I knew I got them out somewhere. And I'm just going to simply snip around the bit that stays connected into the cardstock. And I'm going to do exactly the same with that. Just release those ends. Do you know, for a minute then I thought I could hear someone. I've just realised it's next door. Is George, Gorgeous George at the joystick?
What
is
are you
he
singing,
singing?
George? What were you just having a little sing along? What are you singing? Do you want to give us a rendition? Oh, actually, maybe don't. I'm only joking. That was beautiful. Really beautiful for a cat. I do love George. He knows that.
Oh, I love a
Just
bit of
not his singing, Debbie.
Well, I absolutely...
Debbie's our karaoke queen. We all know
I
that.
honestly, I was on the way up today. Obviously, I'm in the Eurovision mood.
I had some very very upsetting news over the weekend, Debbie. And I know you'll
Really?
be upset as well.
Really?
Selena's postponed her concerts again until 2023.
Celine Dion?
Yeah.
Why?
She's not very well, bless her. She's getting better, but she's not ready in time.
no.
I couldn't remember if you were going to see her or not.
No.
But what were you belting out this morning then?
Me? I love Loreen, do you know?
Yeah.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that song. It's possibly, with the exception of Bucks Fizz.
Right.
I'm not singing it out loud because it's a proper belter.
Oh,
of
it's a real
dance tune.
belter.
Euphoria, it's called, and it is. I'm going to put it out there. It's my favourite Eurovision song
Is it?
ever. I absolutely love it. Sorry, Bucks Fizz, because I do love making you mind up. But when you've heard it about 100 zillion times,
Yeah.
Bucks Fizz have got so much catalogue of
Euphoria,
music.
I think, is the most played Eurovision winner ever.
Oh my God, it's just amazing. It's one of my favourites. So I had that, and when I say I had it on repeat,
Right, all the way up. How long for?
oh, at least 10 times, maybe. a bit
Really?
more.
I
Yeah,
love it
just
when you
kept
get a song like that.
repeating
The
it,
song that
repeating
is
it.
like that for me at the moment is George Ezra's new song, Blue, Blue Sky, Green, Green Grass.
Oh, I've been singing that, the Green Green Grass. I heard that. That was
I'm not
actually as I
singing
was
it.
pulling up. I heard that one. Yeah, that's the good one as
It's
well.
real sort of like, you get a real sort of head pump going in the car. You get a little bit of, you know, you're driving along, but you've got a bit of sort of sat down choreo going, Debbie. You know how it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's his one with Serendipity and Tiger Lily? Because I love that one as well.
That's the single before. So
Yes,
that is,
this is his new one, but I love that that one as well with the Tiger Lily. Don't forget that one.
Yeah,
I can't remember what they call it.
Very, very good. He is
He's just
absolutely
amazing.
adorable,
He's
isn't he?
He's like, he disappeared for a couple of years, but he's absolutely amazing. I love George
back now.
Ezra. Absolutely fabulous. In fact, my little grandson, although my daughter will kill me for saying this because she's not a George Ezra fan, but he's called Ezra George.
Ah.
So George after his daddy, Ezra obviously because it's a fantastic name. But yeah, that's his name. His name's Ezra George, and I think of George Ezra every single time. And people actually think that our Tadja is a massive George Ezra fan.
But she's not.
And she's not. So that's just because of his name. Now, what I've done is I've added some green cardstock to the inside. So you've got that lovely texture running through there, George. George, that's because George just whispered in my ear that, well, he didn't whisper in my ear, he groaned in, no, he didn't groan in my ear. He went, oh, as in, oh, when I said George, Ezra George. Yeah, that's why, so sorry, Joe. I know exactly who you are again. I do apologise.
Did you call me George again?
I did.
Oh, okay. You haven't called me Ben today, though, which makes a change.
But I'm popping that on the inside, so let's go in with a bit of wet glue. So I'm making the inside of my card pop out with the outside of my card using the
Nice.
frame. So again, and then I'm just adding my little butterflies onto the inside. So again, it's just showing you the kind of thing you can do. Excuse me about my little messy ink there. I'm surprised it's not Gilding flakes because I've got them absolutely everywhere. And when I say everywhere, floating on the top of my coffee is another place that I've got them. Love a bit of messy craft though, I'm not going to lie. Love a bit of messy crafting. So I'm popping that on, and then I've just taken some of the Autumn Blessings, you know, the colourways, the papers, and I'm just going to line those inside there because I thought the greens with the oranges and the yellows I thought looked really quite nice. And again, just showing you the kind of thing that you can do with these. They're just beautiful, they really are. Although I wish I'd have inked my edges up now a little bit, but never mind. Never mind. I can't believe the time. It's just flown by, Joe.
It really does fly by. We have got another show coming up though. Don't fear, all is not lost. We'll be back in just over 2 hours time with Launch Party. No doubt you'll see these 3-in-1 creative cards over there. You'll definitely be seeing the Gilding flakes, and a lot of them, I'd imagine. So if you've loved those demonstrations, make sure you tune in for more of that. We've got the gatefolds. We've got what's left of the embossing folders for you too. We've got some brilliant 12x12 pads. There's some wonderful Centura Pearl selection. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, and there's some brilliant previews coming up in that show as well. So absolutely loads of reasons to join myself and Debbie at 6 p.m. this evening if you're here in the UK, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 a.m. on the West Coast.
Now, what I've just done with my little pieces that I'd cut out, rather than colouring them in, although straight away I'm thinking of that card again that one of our lovely design team members made, use your Gilding flakes. And I've given them a little, I mean, I could multi-cut those again. I could cut them out again and add some more dimension to them. But I'm just going to finish that off, and I'm just going to make sure I've got that, because I forgot, do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to make sure I've got all my score lines into place. However, I'm not going to worry too much, because what I'm just going to do is now place on the front. I've taken some of that paper again, using some of our nesting dies, and I'm just going to create a little bit of a backdrop that's going to sit in there, and straight away, creates a whole new look. I think that looks just stunning. I've absolutely taken advantage of those nesting dies and cut myself another panel and stamped onto some craft card. So again, just take any of your sentiment stamps, and I've put, don't worry, be happy. Because I think that's a gorgeous sentiment in itself.
Don't worry.
And just thought you could use a little extra sunshine today, which I just think is lovely sentiment again. So I'm going to just pop that inside my card. So let's pop a couple of little foam pads onto there. And I'm going to place that on the front. However, I'm going to use some other little, I'm going to put that there. And then I'm just going to add a little butterfly on. In fact, do you know what I might use? Yeah, I think I'm going to, let me just snip out my little butterflies that I've got here as well. Love these, they're so gorgeous. Again, just showing you lots of different ways that you can use them.
So many different ways.
Oh, a ton of ways, Joe, a ton of ways. I'm not going to bother with the head part. I'm just going to separate it because I think you can get away with that on these. But I'm just going to go around the tail end.
Any questions you've got, you can keep getting them into me. I've only got about, well, actually, we're running out of time, Debbie.
I know.
We've only got just over 7 minutes left on the show.
I know, it's, am I doing all right for time though, guys? Perfect.
Yeah, we've still got time.
Right, so I'm just going to add those onto the front. And then pop that one there. Pop that one on there, and then hang on a minute, I want to see that, don't worry, be happy. Find my little gems, because I think these will work again. And I'm just going to pop on.
Wouldn't be a Debbie card without a few little gems on there, would it? We know that.
Exactly.
We know that.
Again, I've just dropped one though, Joe. What have I done with it? Oh, I've got two on there now. I've gone really hot again. I forgot to put my fan back on after it flakes, and I've literally...
I'm on my way, Debbie. I'm on my way.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you, because I can feel the heat arising.
It is warm today here in the UK, isn't it?
It is, but it's grey outside. That's what I don't understand.
It's quite muggy, though, isn't it, today?
Yeah,
That's
it's got
why.
that muggy feel.
Well, actually, apparently, it is only 11 degrees today, Debbie.
It's what?
It's only 11 degrees. It's going to be 18 on Thursday, though. Whew, summer. Hello, summer.
Lord in heaven, help me now, because, mind you, I'm not here Thursday. No, I'm not here Thursday. It's Wednesday tomorrow, isn't it?
It is Wednesday, all day.
I nearly forgot then where I was. Now then, take a look at my front. Beautiful. Ready for the inside? Woo!
Nice.
There you go. So again, front, inside, beautiful, showing you using the frame, using the entirety of it to create that lovely collective design. Absolutely beautiful. I adore these. I absolutely adore them.
Do you want to dig out your other projects while I recap exactly what's in this collection, Debbie?
Yes.
Fabulous. Let me take you back through then the 6 brand new die sets that we are bringing you as part of this launch of the 3-in-1 creative cards. This one here is your celebration cake, going to be perfect for birthdays and weddings, as is this one actually. Balloons are wonderful for so many occasions, so it's wonderful that we've included those. The fairy is just stunning. I'm thinking with something like your sparkle pens on there, it's going to look amazing. You've got the dragonfly, which, Debbie, signifies new beginnings.
Does it?
You've then got the schmetterlings. We couldn't do a collection without having butterflies. They are just ever popular, aren't they? And you've also got the floral peacock in there. This paper piece looks absolutely next level. It's off the chart. £81.55, £95.75. That saves everyone over £20, almost $24. Of course, you're going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount on top of that as well, which is absolutely excellent. Kathleen's is another great colour combo, Debbie. This card will make a great fall decoration on a shelf or mantle. And Shirley says, beautiful card. Debbie, should we do that card of the show vote?
Yeah, and I'm so sorry, but I've only done 3. Daisy, but I did have my technique.
We did have a lot of playing about.
We did have a little play inside the middle of it all, so doesn't matter because we'll probably fit another one later in the launch party. So we'll go back to the beginning where we used those gorgeous dragonflies, kept it really quite clean and simple with this one. But again, using to create that backdrop and to create a little bit of a nice, neat finish on the back there. So that is number 1. Number 2 was my box, my shaker box. Number 3 is this gorgeous butterfly front and the inside as well. So we've got 1, 2 or 3, so let's pop them up and line them up there for you. Number 1, number 2, oh no, yeah, number 1, number 2, number 3.
There we are. You decide. You've got about a minute or 2 to get your votes in. We're going to have to go back and have another look, though, of course, at these gilding flakes because they are absolutely exquisite. Remember what you are getting in here. This is the starter collection for you, the foam bumper collection. In here, you're getting those 2 new foams, the 3 super sizes of the gold, the silver, and the copper, and you're getting the toolkit in there as well. So that really is your essential bundle in the super size, and then what we have for you are some additional colours in the 50ml pots, and they are the blush, which is this one here, so you've got 3 different colours and then all 3 colours together, so that's the rose gold, the pretty pink and the soft rose. You've then also got the cosmic, which gives you the outer space, the blue moon and the starlight, the carnival, which is this one, that's midnight mauve, deep iris and lapis blue. And then the patina, which gives you sunglow, rich copper and verdigris as well. Debbie, I know that there's so many stunning things you can do with these. I'm really excited to actually spend some more time on these in that later launch party show.
Yeah, honestly, pile that I've got our gorgeous Liam fetched in for me. I'm thinking about all the different things that you have in your crafty stash. So this was the latest launch that we did with those shaped easels. Absolutely beautiful, but look at the inside detail of that butterfly. Gilding flakes. This is what we're talking about. The quality of these gilding flakes is out of this world. And then, of course, you can be doing all sorts with them from adding, I mean, this one that Nicole's done. I absolutely love this. This is one of our fantastic Country Garden 3D embossing folders, still available on the website. Inky background. And then she's taken the liquid glue and run a little bit over, and then the gilding flakes over, just to add a little touch, and I mean a little touch of gilding flake magic over there. This one, I adore this, because this is using, do you know the UPO paper that we do, the spectrum UPO paper?
And the alcohol.
And the alcohol inks, and created a background, but look what Nick's done with this. This is absolutely gorgeous, because she's taken that glue again, so literally taken the glue, and gone around the outline of where inks have landed and then gilded over the top. I mean, that is absolutely stunning. I love really that gorgeous sample. This one, another beautiful one, and this is by Sean Peacock. Absolutely love this. The reason being, she's used beautiful, and these are vellum flowers, that she's then done that beautiful gilding technique over the top, just over the edges, just in delicate areas of I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. It's cut into using one of our nesting dies to create that lovely effect. Absolutely stunning. This one that's the fabulous Nick again. Oh my God, Nicola. I adore this. This is the Autumn Blessings stencil. And she's used that stencil to create that beautiful, beautiful effect. Oh, honest to God, that is absolutely stunning. This is Nicola Armstrong, one of our design team members, because our George thought it was our Nicola in the office, but no, absolutely beautiful. This is what gorgeous Sarah Kay has done. I mean, I love this technique. It's again very simple, even down to that stamp detail in the centre. Hello, lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. This one, Sarah, again, background. Use your adhesive sheets. Use your foam pads. Use whatever it is that you want to do to create this fabulous effect. I'm going to bring in this one again because this one's another fabulous one that Nicole's done. And using your wet glue around the edges to create that lovely gilded technique around the outside. Use things like your stencils again, so you could use any of your stencils that you might have, and you apply the wet glue through the stencil. Obviously clean your stencil straight away, get rid of that glue, but you can apply that and then put your gilding flakes over the top.
Amazing, isn't it?
Honestly, look at this. I adore this. I don't know who's done this one, but this one is out of this world. This background piece, and I will show you some gorgeous pieces with your adhesive sheets, and then stamped a butterfly on there. And that is out of this world. I adore these.
Just
Joe,
stunning, isn't it?
Just so many ways you can use them.
Number 3 is the winner of the card of the show.
Oh, number 3. Oh, I do love that. I'm not going to lie. I love
Gorgeous
that one.
George falls short again.
You got it wrong again.
George, you're losing your touch, man. You've still got launch party to go. It could all be well. Debbie, thank you. Massive pleasure.
You're welcome.
So lovely to see you so excitable. I can't wait to do some more demonstrations on those incredible gilding flakes. So many of you going for those. Make sure you join us back here in 2 hours because we'll revisit those 3-in-1 creator cards. We'll have a look again at those gilding flakes. We've got the gatefolds as well, embossing folders, great deals on cardstock too. So all of that coming up in 2 hours' time. Please don't forget to check out your baskets and we'll see you here at 6 p.m. Take care.